This is Official My Dukes. I want to first thank you for tuning in. I know that you've enjoyed the 28 days of Dilla competition with the beat conductors under DJ Olo. Shout out to DJ Olo. Salute. You are a master at what you do, and I have truly enjoyed the competition thus far. I'm really pleased at the elevation that all the producers have been doing. They're coming up. They're doing new things. They're adding to their already tremendous skills, and I'm just like them beside myself here in Puerto Rico enjoying this. Much love to you all. To everyone that's part of the competition, to everyone that continues to raise the legacy up through this tremendous work, this awesome work, and inspiring young people everywhere to be learned in music, to learn music appreciation, and to try their best at their skills, because everyone has something special to bring. It just may be in the music field. Wonderful, wonderful things are happening with the beat conductors. I implore you all to stay tuned and let's see what happens next. One love, Official My Dukes.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's J. Clyde.
This is John Laine. I'm DJ Ragz.
Peace, y'all. Count fifth.
What's up, y'all? This is Shawn J. Period.
I'm one of the judges. I've been doing some of the Dilla showcases. It is an honor to do such.
I'm here to give you my deliberations for the beat conductors battle so far.
And the resident judge for the beat conductors.
Special shout to Shawn J. Period, Dill's Record Paradise.
On the first round of eliminations for the 28 Days of Dilla beat conductors beat battle.
Tony Smith, My Dukes, James Dewitt, Yancey Foundation, Ralph Real, and beat conductors.
Welcome to the 28 Days of Dilla.
Just wanted to give you guys some feedback
for the 28 Days of Dilla beat competition, for having me as an adjudicator and a performer.
Looking forward to all the producers that are entering in this particular event.
The beat battle has been incredible. All the contestants are amazing.
You guys did an incredible job. I have to say, there were some really, really close battles all across the board. I can't believe that a randomly chosen format gave us this many evenly matched battles, and you guys did a great job putting your music together and stepping up and really putting together an entertaining battle for us all.
And just, we thank you so much for being such a valuable part of the producer community.
Any one of these guys could win on their best day. So it's just, let's find out who had the best days to come down to the final winner.
A couple common themes that are going to come up in the feedback for a lot of these battles is you guys are in a really difficult spot because we're doing this, it's not really live, so you can't hear what your opponent has just played. So you can't, it's very hard to gauge what you should play, you know, in response to what they've just done.
So round one, we had Lou versus Freak Sinatra.
Off the bat, you know, hearing Lou, the thing that stands out to me about you is the way you actually, you use sounds that obviously guitars, pianos, things like that, that people know, but the choice of the sounds that you make, that you take, are very unique in the way that you present them.
You know, Lou came out really low energy on the first beat, so that, you know, I was a little, okay, let's see what happens here.
Freak Sinatra, man, I mean, clearly the samples that you go after, the tone, it's like a soulful, you know, make you feel good type thing. Definitely like the way you program your drums, and, you know, to match, you know, the sample that you're doing, and the way that you put it in song mode. And then Freak Sinatra just came through with the crazy changes on his first beat, and then Lou, I thought you came with again, good beats, but it just felt a little too kind of chill and laid back for a battle scenario.
This was pretty tough, to be honest. I had Freak taking it though. Props to Freak Sinatra.
I chose Freak Sinatra. I really enjoyed the funky guitar lines that he put over his beats. Added a nice timbre to his music. Nice changes, and some pretty good chops as well.
I would actually have to go with Lou only because it's just I'm attracted to like the intricacies of like the undertones, the things that are not the dominant sounds, but how you use that, because it can be difficult to pull off. So I'm going to go with Lou on this one, but great job, Freak Sinatra, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Although I will say, Lou, your third beat was incredible, like nasty. Like that's exactly what I was looking for. If all three of your beats had been like your third beat, I think you probably would have won this round. But instead, I had to give the nod to Freak Sinatra to move on to the next round.
I gave it to Freak Sinatra. I loved his vibe. I loved the funk. And he was just having a good time. I felt like I was having a good time with him. So, incredible battle. Next round was Hobbs Duende versus Phil Real.
This battle, I was battling it myself. You had Hobbs Duende versus Phil Real. And every time it started out with Hobbs Duende, played the beat, just had it like that, right? Then Phil plays something like this offbeat, like Phil, your stuff keeps changing, like you keep growing and growing. And the thing is, like, I equate it to like a yo-yo. Soon as you think the beat is going off, you snap back in. It's just like, oh.
I watched this one twice. It could have been either one of them.
Again, another close one, hard to pick.
And then Hobbs plays one. And then it's like, oh.
Second round, Hobbs Duende is my winner. I really enjoyed his variety of tempos. Wasn't just stuck on one tempo. And he had a nice boom bap style, but he also flipped it and added a bit of a trap genre to his arsenal. So Hobbs Duende.
Phil plays it. The next snap. Oh, it's like
Phil Real. I liked his crazy drum swing, the textures, but it's just a great battle.
And then Hobbs comes to the end and plays like more of a trap thing, not total on trap, but like trap mixed with like lo-fi. Like, dude, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be good. And I was like, okay, we'll go with Hobbs.
I ended up picking Hobbs Duende for this one though. Just had a little bit more, I don't know, it was more up tempo, you know, you know what I mean?
And really, you know, it actually, this one for me came down to the very last beat.
And then Phil plays that thing that just like,
But Phil Real, you know, your swing and shit is crazy. Your knock is crazy.
Like I said, it came down to that third track, and I thought, you know, Phil just came with the knocking drums and the ill bass line, and that kind of put it over the top for me.
Back and forth, you know, but ultimately I have to make a decision, and this is hard, but I'm gonna go with Phil Real on this one. But Hobbs, bro, man, you are a beast, bro. You are a beast. So great job, guys.
But again, a very close battle. Could have gone either way. So congrats to both you guys. But Phil Real, I have moving on to the second round. The third one, Moods and Vibrations versus Theme.
This actually is my first exposure to Moods and Vibrations. A lot of us use voices in our beats and stuff like that, but the way you chop, and it really took the voice to an instrument level, like a Kanye type thing. The one thing that I found, like, it was the first song when, you know, you were playing, the beat was going, and then you went into like the reggae, to the point where you even use like the horn that's used in reggae, you know. So it's like you obviously, you know, music, you know, and your exposure to different types of music is there. So, you know, definitely enjoy it. But the thing that stood out for me is your use of voices as an instrument.
And again, another one that came down to the very last beat. I have to say, just judging for myself as a judge, to let you guys know, you know, generally speaking, if it's on the more aggressive, darker side, I'm gonna like it more. Just that's my personal, you know, I like those beats a lot more.
Theme. Wow, brother. The one, you know, I met you obviously on the scene with the Beat Conductors, and the thing that like this set shows is how diverse you really are.
Man, very tough. I love theme. Moods and vibrations I have first time hearing, and actually was dope.
That one was a hard one for me too.
Some people like, you know, more jazzy or funky type stuff. I like the, you know, the dark kind of the drama beats. So
moods and vibrations, you know, classic, you know, beats, you know, with the voice thing.
I actually went with moods and vibrations, but shout out to both you brothers.
Beats 2 and 3 for theme. It was like I was on a journey with those two together. Just great work. Third round, my winner's theme. He had a nice variety of beats, really good feel, and I really liked his, speaking as a drummer, I loved his drum choices. It sounded like he just used a regular studio drum patch and just played as if he was an actual drummer. Maybe he is, I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed that.
You're really diverse, bro. Like, you know, this, to me, this particular set, you know, and I've heard you play various things, but this convinced me of how diverse you actually are as a producer. So I celebrate you for that.
With that in mind, I had to give the nod to moods and vibrations on that one. They just had a little bit more of that darker, aggressive energy that I was looking for. But again, very close battle. Could have gone either way. So y'all definitely did your thing.
And, you know, on this one, I'm actually going to go with theme. Definitely enjoyed, you know, the thing that edged it out for me is the diversity. Moods and vibrations, you know, classic, you know, beats, you know, with the voice thing, totally stood out. But again, we're going to go with theme. Appreciate you all. I can actually say that this one is probably one of the hardest ones I've had to judge. Because it's Mental to God versus First Spawn.
Man, let me tell you what, that battle was pretty crucial.
This was a back and forth battle, and this was like the biggest surprise of the day for me.
Fourth round, this was really tough between First Spawn and Mental.
Two guys that I met, you know, obviously through the beat conductors, and they both took some time away from coming to, you know, the events a lot, would come but not necessarily participate, and, you know, with things with life and had things to take care of and stuff like that, and to see both of them come back around the same time and then to actually, you know, compete against each other.
First Spawn hasn't really been in the game for a minute. He's come back with some vengeance here.
Yeah, I watched a few of these beats over and over. Both guys had standout beats. I chose Mental. This was really, really difficult.
Mental, the one thing, bro, like, you are like, to me, the one who constantly improves, you know, and the way you were flipping and chopping and the intricacy at what you're programming now is crazy, bro.
I mean, I've already known of Mental from Instagram, and he's nothing to play with. I mean, he's got a lot of joints, and you guys saw that in this battle.
I liked his swing feel on some of his beats.
You know, so love what you're doing. You know, First Spawn, you know, you've gone into, you know, you were around us older cats and kind of, you know, did the real, like, stretch face, boom bap stuff.
I didn't see this performance coming from First Spawn based on the first week. I mean, you really came with it, and you know, Spawn had he came out with some fire, and then Mental, I feel, got the second round.
The second beat was really, really dope, and the way that he chopped up some of those beats as well was enjoyable.
The second or the third beat that Mental played was crazy, man.
And then the beat that Spawn played in the third round, to be honest with you, in my opinion, was one of the best beats of the day.
And I could tell you stop hanging with us older guys and start hanging with some of your peers, man. You're doing that amazing, that lo-fi stuff. That's amazing, bro. So, you know, loving what you're doing. The one thing, I had it as a tie until the last beat. And when Spawn played just that infectious sound, the infectious piano that changed into like a synth type thing.
I had First Spawn taking it, man, just off of the, you know, the consistency that of his production.
Both guys had standout beats. But in this round, I gave it to First Spawn.
So based on that, coming down to that last beat, I had to give the victory to First Spawn.
That's the thing that took me over, so I have to vote with Spawn, but super close. So appreciate you guys. You know, thanks for, you know, allowing me to be in your lives throughout these years. Just, you know, to speak whatever I can, you know, and just, you know, I'm really proud of you guys.
Mental is my winner for the 4th round.
Props to both of you brothers. Y'all are both my brothers, man. So that was tough. Shout out to both of y'all. Beat conductors, 28 days of Dilla.
The next battle was Verse against Coupe DeVille.
This one, I love Coup's style, his beats. All 3 of them.
My brother in there with that red and black looking like Michael Jackson Thriller jacket or something. I don't even know if it was a jacket, brother.
You know, you guys need to just be a lot more mindful of your sound. You know, the way your stuff is mixed, if you can. I know it's hard when you're doing things through the phone or whatever, but Verse, you know, he had much better sound quality. I felt like
I had to go with 2 Verse. Coupe, you know, your joints will keep getting better, man. Just keep it up. Joints keep getting, you know, your production is definitely improving. So keep it up, man.
A Verse, you know, I think you're from Philly, if I remember correctly, and you know, the soul, man, what you sample, you know, your music is just soulful, bro.
Were like A+ top notch to me. I just kept hearing rappers over it.
Verse, you know, he had much better sound quality. I felt like, and that, you know, that really does matter. When you're judging something like this, and you're not sitting in the room with the big speaker system right in front of you.
5th round is Coupe DeVille. Great feel. Really good mix. I like the balance of all the tracks that were used on there. Everything sounded amazing to me, so I gave him the nod on that one. Again, I can say this about every round. Both competitors amazing.
Your drums have progressed. And the thing is, too, you still approach it from kind of an offbeat style, which actually is cool. So, you know, really enjoying your progress, man.
Good drum sound, good bass sound, and nice sample choices too. There was one beat in there that used a guitar line that I thought was pretty cool.
You know, Coupe, it sounded like you didn't have any bass in a couple of the beats, and I just thought that, you know, Verse is, it's just one of those cases where, you know, Verse is just a lot more seasoned producer, beat maker. And you can kind of tell that in the finished product. So I gave the victory to Verse. The
one thing I say, like, when I listen to this stuff, it's like I've heard you do even harder stuff and different, but this particular set that you played just put me in just like a really good mood of like hearing the flipping of samples, you know. And because I hadn't sampled in so long, you know, I'm not good at it anymore, man. And I just, you know, I celebrate the way that you chop and, you know, you just put your things together. So for this one, I'm gonna actually go with Verse. So congratulations on that. Coupe, super proud of you as always. And, you know, guys, keep it going. Really great to have you in the beat conductor scene and the battle scene as a whole. Thank you, brothers.
In the next battle, which was Sound Minds against Prolific.
Prolific starting it out, like weaving sounds like a tapestry, in and out. I mean, finger drumming, everything. Just amazing work.
First off, kudos to Prolific. I saw him in a battle, in the sound design battle in DC about 2 months ago. And I don't know whether we just didn't hear these joints that afternoon, or you've improved that much since that time. But, you know, I was definitely impressed with what you came with in comparison to the first time I saw you. So definitely big up for that.
Prolific versus Sound Minds, man. Sound Minds' first round was bananas with that, with the Kill Bill sample flip thing, man. You know, bananas.
6th round, I chose Sound Minds. He also had a really dope mix and really good sample choices as well. It caught my ear off the break.
Back to the like no bass thing, you definitely want to step your bass lines up, because that's really important when you're going up against you know, somebody like really somebody like Sound Minds that has a great full sound.
Sound Minds started it out with the flute like you're doing a Western showdown or something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, okay. And I know how, you know, you like to make a study of, you know, what you're doing, the battles you're in and stuff like that. So your sound choices, you know, always reflect, you know, your deep study.
This one, I really like the engineering of the Sound Minds. I didn't watch just the live feed. I watched the YouTube, the high quality, the high definition video with the audio. I wanted to make sure that I was giving all these producers the fair shake, listening to it at its, I guess, most premium way that you can listen to it online.
I had to, you know, the overall pick of the round of the battle for me for these two is Prolific, though. Just the versatility of the different styles of beats that were played. Yeah.
The thing is interesting, like the last song, I actually wanted to hear, it started out wanting to hear more drums. It was like a lighter, like a long 808 type thing. And then by the time I listened to, you know, let's say 16 bars in, I got what you were doing. You know, that it made sense. And with the right artist on it, would kill that. So great job on that.
That Kill Bill flip was crazy. His third beat was out of this world.
Your musical, man. It's just your stuff as always. I love your stuff. So, you know, you continue to grow, continue to like actually add more musical elements, hard drums at the end, you know, kind of the cross weaving, the cross patterns of rhythms and things like that.
Kind of similar to the last battle. I think it was Sound Minds is just a lot more experienced and seasoned as a producer beat maker, and you can kind of just tell in the music that they put forth. But you know, definitely you know, Prolific and Kount, you know, keep coming with it, because you guys got some really good ideas, and you're already at the stage where you're not afraid to play your music for people. So you know, keep doing what you're doing.
You know, amazing work. So to get to the point, on this one, I'm actually going to go with Sound Minds, but it was super close, because you all are actually, in my mind, the perfect battle, because you both approach it from like a weaver, you know, building, you know, and making amazing tapestries. So great job, guys.
But again, I had Sound Minds moving on in that one. And Flames Emoji versus Kelsey.
Flames Emoji versus Kelsey. Wow.
Another difficult decision. 7th round. Flames Emoji versus Kelsey.
Flames Emoji versus Kelsey.
You know what? This one actually was fairly simple to me. I thought this was going to be a really tough battle to judge, just because these guys are just monsters.
Crazy. You know, Flames Emoji's versatility's bananas. He's crazy. Kelsey, bananas. Always love your knock and your swing, man. So
wow, brothers. Now this is interesting, because both of you brothers, you know, roll with me personally, and it's very interesting that you all got the pick of the hat to go against each other. And you know, I always tell y'all, you know, I take my integrity as a judge very seriously. And when you all are in a battle and I'm judging it, you know, I'm like, you have to earn it.
But to me, it really just came down to beat selection this time. You know what? I've been saying a lot of you guys were too kind of laid back in the beat selection, and that's what I thought. Flames, yeah, I mean, the beats are incredible. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I thought the Flames stuff was too laid back this time.
I chose Flames. Flames, you were Flames. I don't know if you've heard that before, but that first beat, you really know how to make people's head nod. Nice use of compression too on your drums, man. And really great layering and drum programming. So Flames got my vote.
Flames came with the beautiful, beautiful music. It definitely, you usually do like a lot of tricks and stuff like that, but it was like you just really are just progressing, man. Just like so proud of you, you know, for the way that you're actually growing, man. For this one, I'm gonna, you know, keep it short and sweet. I'm actually gonna go with Kelsey, and other times I've actually gone with Flames, but this time I'm gonna go with Kelsey because he came to battle. Flames, you know, I want to listen to your music, but it didn't put me in battle mode. So this one, I'm gonna go with Kelsey.
And Kels just came with the complete battle vibes for all 3 tracks. Every track was just knocking in your face, slapping snares, and that's what I'm looking for. So I gave a nod to Kelsey on that one.
I gave it to Kelsey. However, I love Flames Emoji's beat 3 on the change up. Like, I can listen to that all day on repeat. It was amazing. That was one of the battles of the night.
And fellas, super proud of you, brothers.
I felt the consistency through this round, or through this battle rather, was Kelsey came out on top.
You know, Kelsey came to battle. He was just, you know, hard drums, just all that energy, camera bouncing, you know, all that stuff.
But I felt like the battle of the night was DJ Big Smooth versus DJ Steve Bills. The 8th round, this was another difficult one.
Steve Bills versus Big Smooth.
So we had Steve Bills against DJ Big Smooth. This was my favorite battle.
This one right here is the battle of the DJs. DJ Steve Bills and DJ Big Smooth.
It was really his 2 unorthodox styles going against one another. Both had, you know, great ideas. You could tell they both have a mind for beat making and producing.
DJ Steve Bills. The one thing immediately when I heard what you were doing, it was weird because it made me realize, like, I was thinking, like, the way he's programming the sounds and all the stuff, it like makes me realize why I love hip hop.
This one I had the hardest time with, and that's why I call it the battle of the night. I felt like Steve Bills' first beat and a lot of the 8-bit effects that he was adding in, there was just some really cool aspects to that.
Man, Big Smooth, always
Smooth. It just has a better execution of those ideas. A little more dynamic with the beats. They different. They got some movement to them. A little better pacing and a little more aggression that I wanted to see.
DJ Big Smooth, you know, I've told you before that, you know, I just really enjoy your sound choices, the way that you pick your sounds. And
I think Smooth really kind of emerged, at least for me, as a guy that I think he could win this whole thing.
And the interesting thing is, like, your music is current, but I think it's like pushing the edge just enough, you know, to where it's like, you know, commercial, but, you know, you're using just certain techniques that you're starting to really develop and come into your own yourself.
Big Smooth, always coming so close to taking that win. Steve Bills just edged it out for me on that one. Just the performance, and it was fresh. It was very original.
This was another difficult one, but I went with Steve Bills. He had a nice variety. He had some nice cuts in there. I know as a DJ.
I didn't even realize when we were watching the IG live video that you were doing a lot of finger drumming. So, you know, that was dope. I'm like, okay, this brother's definitely doing his thing, man.
I love the beats with the cuts in it. Being a DJ, I love that stuff. So, battle of the night right there. Nice cuts, good layering. The only thing that I would say is the mix could be slightly better. Sometimes I'm guilty of this too. We tend to boost up our bass a lot because we feel like we need it. And sometimes we do need a lot of bass because we want it to bang in the club. But you just want to make sure it's not overpowering your drums.
Big up to both of you guys, but yeah, Smooth going on to the next round.
You know, people will question, you know, okay, I'm, you know, using the bend bass and stuff like that. And they can say, okay, well, guys do that. But in my mind, I just see that you have an eye for what's now, but also you have an eye for where you want people to go. So, you know, definitely get out there and, you know, get your work on with your artists and stuff like that and get your music played and stuff like that.
I thought he was a wild card from the beginning because of his unorthodox style, but he really impressed me going up against going up against Steve Bills.
Steve Bills is my winner.
This one was hard because, you know, I felt nostalgic in a certain sense, like the love of hip hop with DJ Steve Bills, and then I'm seeing, you know, the current but the future push with DJ Big Smooth. But if I had to go with anyone for this one, I'm gonna go with DJ Big Smooth for this. You know, definitely great job, and DJ Steve Bills, you know, thank you, man. You know, because it really made me feel good. It made me feel you know, great that I made decisions, you know, made a decision years ago to really, you know, pursue hip hop as a producer. And so, you know, thank you for the inspiration.
And then finally, JC against E21.
Man, E21 gets props just for using the MV8000, man. That rolling, you know, I hate rolling machines. I don't hate them, but they're very complicated machines to work with unless that's all you've ever worked on.
DJ JC versus E21. So I gave that one to E21.
This battle right here is a battle of the styling. You had E21, who has the hard boom bap drums as always, and then DJ JC, who has like that hard, big, you know, trap style stuff, man. And the thing with this battle is very hard for me to actually pick someone because I actually love both styles. And the one thing I know, DJ JC, I mean, your stuff clearly is, you know, more accessible commercially right now, you know, so your stuff is dope.
You know, JC, first beat he came out with was fire. I was just banging. Great energy. Drums were knocking. You know, it's exactly what I've been talking about, what I wanted to hear.
You know, E21, you know, a fan of just the way you do your changes and just the intricacy at which you program.
And most of you rolling cats know what I mean, or non-rolling cats know what I mean. Straight up, man, I had to give it to E21 just for the originality. 2DJ had, you know, some hitters there, man. But it just battle-wise, I felt like E21 came with it, man. His drums are slamming. The samples were crazy.
For this one, I'm gonna have to go with E21, but DJ JC, brother, you have it, man. It's just, you need to get with those artists, man, and just, you know, can do that radio, do everything, bro. You have it, man.
And finally, last round, I chose JC. I recognized the drum break that you used in the first beat, and the way that you chopped it up was pretty inventive, so good job on that. And I love the way that you built up volume-wise. You use a crescendo to build up into your beat in the intro. And then, of course, your variety of tempos was really good, too.
You know, JC, first beat he came out with was fire. I was just banging. Great energy. Drums were knocking. You know, it's exactly what I've been talking about, what I wanted to hear. And then the second one, you know, it was just, they kind of brought the energy all the way down. So I was disappointed in the second one. You know, I thought you could have, you know, obviously you shown that, you know, you can hang. So that one, you know, I think that kind of lost it for you, because E21, he kept the slapping energy going the whole time, and you know, the drums were knocking, of course, and again, just that aggressive, kind of darker energy is what I'm looking for. So I gave the victory to E21.
So again, E21 is my pick for this particular battle.
But props to both you cats.
Hey, that's my feedback on the first round.
These producers who've entered the 28 Days of Dilla, amazing. Super proud of you guys. Keep it up.
Big up to everybody that participated in the battle, because there's a lot of people that are scared to play their music for people, and you guys are playing it for the whole world. So definitely big up to you guys, and keep up all the good work, and don't quit. If you lost the battle, that means nothing. I've lost battles. Everybody's lost battles. So just keep doing what you're doing, exploring new ideas, keep battling, keep putting your music out there, because somebody is going to like it, and somebody's going to recognize your talent like we are right here. So, and
props to all the battle contestants for this week. Check out, you know, this Saturday, or I guess around 420. We continue to doing 28 Days of Dilla. This is the 28 Days of Dilla battle deliberation Count 5th. Peace.
Again, thanks to everyone for having me. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And please stay safe out there.
Once again, I'm DJ Ragz. You are tuning into the Beat Conductors 28 Days of Dilla. Happy to be here, and I will keep showcasing and judging. Stay tuned. It's a good time. All these producers are amazing, and shout out for everybody that competed.
That's it. Peace.